Welcome to our channel Code with Mars. So friends, in this video we will we fastly complete that attribute value which is pending in the previous video. So what is this attribute value? As we already discussed, that attribute text is like a laptop processor. So value is like i7, i9, Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7. So this is the basically attribute value, right? So one attribute has many values. Like if I'm setting any touch screen, so the value should be touch screen should be yes or no, right? AMOLED, yes or no. So basically in this video we're gonna build this attribute value. So firstly we go to the views, components, and the sidebar. Hmm, attribute underscore value, so it is already we have make it. And now in attribute update attribute, mm, now what I exactly do, so I use the same controller but with the different name, like attribute underscore value, mm, value underscore index, right? And update attribute underscore value and value underscore in store. So I simply copy these two, and now we I simply create that controller, mm, this one. Controller sorry, a model and a migration. So PHP artisan make model attribute value, hit enter. Now it creates that attribute value model and a migration file. So in this attribute value we're gonna yes, this one, I'm gonna build this type of foreign key. So firstly I write this table, which foreign key should I use? So it should be like this, mm, unsigned big integer attribute underscore id, right? And now after that I also makes uh, dollar table string, name of the string should be value and it should be nullable, right? And after that I also define this one, that we are using attribute underscore id from the attributes table. Let me check attributes. Yes, attributes table. So the one thing is there, that the foreign key should be attributes underscore id. So basically this is uh, the table name is attributes, so I will write user underscore, it will be okay if we are using that attribute underscore id. So I already mentioned that from which table, attributes table, and the foreign key name is attribute underscore id, and this is the reference to the id of attributes table, right? Just save this and hit php artisan migrate, right? Now just simply copy this and copy this. So if you are using that Windows 11, you have option to for the multiple copy, and the multiple copy is also provided in VS Code extension, right? So going to the model, mm, attribute value, but I also have to copy this one. Note this attribute id and value. Save this. Now go to the http controller admin with attribute controller. So here from this to this, just copy and hit enter. Now simply replace the name of the function we uh, that we paste on the sorry that we add in the admin.php route file, right? So the data should be now we want two type of data here. So the first one should be attribute value and the second one should be attribute is equal to attribute kept, right? So it should be attribute underscore value and this one. Now we have to required string, not it's not a string, so it should be required and exist from which table? Attributes table and id, right? And the value should be string. If validation failed, should be write like this: attribute id value and value attribute underscore value. Just save this. Now we have to create a new file. So php artisan make admin data view. Let me check admin table data, admin table data, admin slash attribute slash attribute underscore value. PHP artisan. Okay. Typing mistake. ARTISA. Yes. Now it create that file. Admin attribute. Okay. It actually yes this one. So we don't need this. Yes. Actually we have to write we don't have to write admin over there because by default it creates that in the subdirectory of admin, right? Now it going towards this. So I will simply copy this, paste it over here. Now we'll add and remove some of the things. Attribute, yes, this have two values. Now name, attribute name and value. Attribute name and its value. So don't need any slug. So firstly what I will do actually I will create a dummy value because to add and to show what we are getting. So basically now we are using a one to many function like I will show in developer code set has one and has many function over here. So has one, yes, this one. So just this yes, this one. Now we're going to use this function, but before this I'm gonna insert a dummy value over here. So now in this I will select this and I7. As one user contact class. Uh, I will use this function, but by using has one. So here this function will be make in the attribute value. I have to write with attribute, right? So we'll save this and create a function with attribute name in this attribute value model. Paste this attribute. Now in the attribute table, it should be id, which we are sending attribute underscore id, right? It should be as one, because every value should have only a one attribute, right? One attribute should have many values, but one attribute value only have one attribute value should have only one attribute, right? So now the name of the column that we are sending to this attribute is attribute underscore id, and the column name which is already exists in this table is at id. So I will show you what actually this shows the data. Now dollar data to array. Now save this and just not found attribute underscore value. Mm, save this, get this. Okay, now so if you can see that this is the data from that is the data from coming from attribute underscore value, right? That it has a attribute id value. If I'll show you, yes, this has attribute underscore id value. After that it creates an array which is name is attribute, and after that it gives the data of attribute which we are sending this id, which is linked to this id, right? We are sending this id which is linked to this id from the attribute table, right? This is the beauty of this laravel when we are using one to many has many function. So what is this basically? This is after attribute array, it is a model. So I will show you how it works. If I simply remove this to array and make a refresh again, so this is the attribute array. After this it is an object. So basically this is an object, right? So how to use and how to conclude this? Firstly I'll comment this and going to the attribute value blade file. Now first we have to write the attribute name. So I will write this it is attribute, and after this we have to write uh, slug or name. I think we should write the slug, not the name, and list of blah, right? Now list of id and value and attribute underscore id, right? The table name is attribute underscore values. Copy this, paste it over here. Save this id attribute underscore id list of value. Copy this, paste it over here. Right now we also have to change upon this. So underscore value. First we have attribute name, right? So in this section I'll write as a select box, creating a select box. After that option value should be As we have this attribute variable which shows the data from the attribute table. So at the rate for each dollar attribute as dollar test, and after option at the rate and reach is id, and here we have two things over here to show. The first one is attribute name, and second one in the bracket I will show you that in sorry, we have to write to the list and slug. It should be list, not the attribute, right? um, Also I will copy this and name attribute underscore id, and it should be a form control. Make sure to use this class as well. So in the second portion we are using value, so the id it should be value. Right now we have attribute id and value, it should be okay. uh, Attribute underscore id and value, right? This also works in the drop down section. So uh, just refresh. Yes, the attribute name is not one. Why it is showing? Okay. ID. I just don't know why this like shown. So just refresh it. So the attribute name is laptop processor. The value is i7. So firstly I create the new attribute as we already have a one. So I'll create one more attribute. Creating an attribute. Now the attribute name should be so I will write here attribute name. I will write touch display touch screen, right? TOUCH touch screen. Save changes and going to the attribute value, creating a new attribute, selecting the touch screen, and I will write yes. Click OK. Database connection attribute not configured. Database connection attribute not configured. Let me see where it goes. Just save changes. So it is showing that database connection attributes not configured, but it should not go to the attribute, it should go to the attribute underscore value. Let me see if all things are working well. So when we are saving the file, it should go to the update attribute underscore value. Just simply cross check update underscore value underscore store. So in the value underscore yes. It should be saved attribute value. Check this. Now try it once more. Database connection attributes not configured. Exist attributes. Let me check if we're using exist in the correct way. So let me give me a second. Access this. Okay. We have to use this kind of thing. Mm, access column teams comma id. Okay. So here we have to use a comma, right? Sometimes there must be little bit problem. Now it successfully submit the thing. So now when we are going to update, it should automatically showing the uh, option already selected, right? When we are that in updating the laptop processor is already showing the laptop processor option, and we're going to update this touch screen, it showing the touch screen, yes or no, right? So this is basically like if I'm creating a new one, selecting that laptop processor, now I have to write i9, save changes, it will create the new one, right? So basically these are the attribute values and these are the attribute name and values, right? So this is in this video how we can create this attribute value. So in the next video we'll create this category attribute, right? So which is pending before this. So hope you like this video. If you like this, do hit the like button, do subscribe our channel. Thank you.